Salakia. You probably seen the cloud, big gray ass clouds. It ain't never rained a day. It ain't never rained a day before the flood. And all of a sudden you see these big ass gray ass clouds, you see lightning, and you hearing thunder and shit. Like, man, what the fuck? You ain't never heard that. What's that?
Right,
Hey, nobody care though. They like I said, they eating and drinking until Noah entered into the ark, man.
Right. That big ass drop hit their ass in the head.
And then that first drop, boom.
What is that?
Oh shit, Noah was right. And that first drop, when that flood comes, what? When those martial law troops kicking in your door. Boom, 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 boom. FEMA, get out.
It tell you the enemy shall come in like a flood.
And that's when motherfuckers gonna know. Them crazy niggas on the corner was right. Hey, cause when you watch the movies, who was always the nigga that's right? The homeless bum-looking guy with holding the end of the world sign. He always the one. You know what I'm saying? Independence Day. The old white veteran. Aliens are coming. They was like, this fucked up nigga, get away from me. And then when they came, everybody looked at him.
What's the name of that movie? 2012?
22.
When the dude, he was on the radio, he was the private on and the movie was like, it's beautiful, and it burnt them up, man. But basically, he was prophesying, man, about basically the end of the world, man.
Y'all remember World War Z with Brad Pitt? Now, if y'all remember the scene, right? It's this old homeless Jake, right? He homeless. He had a full beard and everything. He was sitting on the corner
in the alley.
He was drinking wine. The zombies ran right past his ass. They didn't fuck with him, man. Why is that? Because that shows that the plagues didn't touch him. You know? Man. It says, the beginning of wars and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils, what shall I do when these evils shall come?
Because this is only the beginning, man. Even Howard Shot said, he said all these things must be, and the end is still not yet.
It's the beginning of sorrows. Right. It says, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment, man.
And amendment is what? Amendment means what? To correct you, man. But finish reading.
It says, but for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness.
So all these things you see that's happening, all these different plagues, they still won't turn from their wickedness. Go ahead.
Nor be always mindful of the scourge.
You won't even be mindful, like, oh, the Lord is doing it.
It just happened in Houston. Oh shit, they got hit with a flood, but they partying in Florida.
Right.
They didn't consider the scourge that happened in Houston like shit. You know?
That's right.
And that's why it's needful for us to be out here. Because we read the scripture, it says, he that hated his brother hated the Most High. We read in the law in Leviticus, it said what? It says that you shall rebuke thy brother, man. We got to correct each other, man. It says right here, this Leviticus 19 and 15, ye shall do no unrighteousness in judgment. Thou shalt not respect the persons of the poor, nor honor the persons of the mighty, but in righteousness shalt thou judge thy neighbor. But yet you got people coming up here talking about you can't judge me. Yes, the hell we can, man. The Lord gave us the power to judge you, man. Because he gave us the understanding to come out here and reprove you people. But guess what the scripture says? This is Amos 5 and 10. It says they hate him that rebuketh in the gate, and they abhor him that speaketh uprightly, man.
And the word abhor means hate, man. They hate him that speaketh uprightly, because why? It pops that little bubble, that little world they in, man. It pops that little bubble, man. Because us actually speaking these things what's going on, that'll ruin somebody's day.
Hey, cause
you better believe their day was ruined. Anybody that came up here, man, their day was ruined.
But Hebrews 4 and 12 says what? It says that the word of the Most High is quick and powerful, and then a two-edged sword, cutting asunder the thoughts, the bones, the marrow. Hey, when in Acts the 7th chapter, when Stephen was going in on their ass, what did it say? They gnashed on him with his teeth. He only used words. He only used words.
A lot of times,
the words of these scriptures.
A lot of times it was in them different cities, man. They said they was cut to the heart.
To the heart.
Like, taking their clothes off, they was like getting cut. I mean, it was real pissed, man.
They ripped their garments. And demons, man.
What you said earlier, man, the scripture says, man, judge according to the commandments, man. You know, I got somebody.
Hey, that can't nobody judge me, spirit, man. That's bullshit, man. And this white man put that spirit on you so you can live out of chaos.
But he judged you.
You said what?
But he judged you.
And they try to use Matthew 7. See, judge not lest you should be judged.
They got it wrong.
No, you got that totally wrong. It says judge not lest thou should be judged. So I'm not gonna tell you why the fuck you shaving your beard when I'm shaving my goddamn beard, man?
That's exactly what it means.
That's what it means, being a hypocrite, man. I can't tell you to do something that I'm doing.
Because when they say pull out the beam out of your eye,
then pull out the mote out your brother's eye, that was you judging right there. But it's hypocritical if you got a beam in your eye. Here it is, you got an arrow in your eye, and he got an arrow in his eye, and you got an arrow in your eye, dog. That's backwards.
But
you
no,
take
see,
yours out.
the scriptures spoke about the beam and the mote. See, the nigga that's doing the pointing, he got the beam. He got the big ass tree in his eye. Why he worried about the little ass mote that's in his brother's eye, man? That's why it says cast out the beam out of your eye. Nigga, correct yourself first, you know?
And even that's making judgment in itself.
That's judging your own self first.
Because a righteous man is what it says, spiritual man judges all things, but yet is judged of no man. Why? Because he continually examines himself.
Yep.
Yeah. It's like,
Right. I got this is Zephaniah chapter 1 verse 14. It says, a great day and the Lord is near. It's like it says, the great day of the Lord is near. It is near and hasteth greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord. The mighty man shall cry bitterly. It says that day is a day of wrath and the day of trouble and distress. It says a day of wastelessness and desolation. It says a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. It says a day of trumpet and alarm against the fenced city. It says against the high towers.
Trumpet and alarm against the fenced city. Ain't that spiritual?
It says, I will bring
and it was a
distress.
fire truck.
Because I will bring distress upon man. It says, then they shall walk like blind men. It says, because they have sinned against the Lord, and their blood shall be pouring out as the dust, and their flesh as dung.
So the day of the Lord is all of that. The day of the Lord is Amos 5 and 18. I'm sorry, I'm gonna get back to you.
Like you said, it's all of that, man.
The day of the Lord is all of that. It says, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord.
Yep.
To what end is it for you? So what you got to expect if this the day of the Lord? It says
in the church like, Lord, come back now, Lord. Come back now, Lord. They don't know what they're asking for, man. Because we know that when the day of the Lord comes, that means there ain't gonna be no food, no water. City's gonna be shut off. The scriptures say a man shall desire to see somebody else, but he shall not be able to. So we ain't gonna be able to leave here and go to Chicago, get on the highway and go see grandma.
Plus, a lot of people gonna be in concentration camps. There ain't gonna be a lot of people out here. Checkpoints, all that.
Because you know people gonna be getting snatched up out the street. Hey, they're gonna be flying drones around looking for niggas. You know, they got drones that they say they can fly Amazon packages from one point to another, from Chicago out here to Indiana, man.
Trying to get that one day.
So just imagine in that day they got drones that look like bumblebees.
Mosquitoes.
Nigga walk out, think he okay. They watching your ass, man. Yep. That drone somewhere in the sky following you.
Yep.
And you know what? It's soldiers coming to get you.
Yep.
You know? So hey man, it's gonna be and you know people don't even know how many cameras they got out here. You know?
Yep.
I see a camera right now on top of that light right there. See that little bump on top of that light right there? You see it ain't on the other light? They got cameras all over the cities, man. One of my boys I went to the war with, he a police officer. He said they got a room with just screens with cameras watching over a lot of parts of the city, man.
Yeah. Like on the highways, they really got the highways monitored.
They do.
They can tell how far you is, where you at on the highway, and they doing all this construction on the roads and everything. They putting like sensors. That's the word.
Especially when you ride to Indianapolis, you see the cameras, man.
They putting sensors. Why? Because martial law gonna be declared. It's gonna be. Hey, it says that one shall be desiring to enter the city and shall not be able. So what? You gonna be riding on the street? You gonna hit one of those sensors and what? It's gonna alert that hey, these niggas on this road that they ain't supposed to be on.
It's gonna be like a motion sensor.
You driving on the highway and it's a piece cut out.
Square right there. Yep.
Then you go up. It's a piece cut out right there.
Yeah.
Because they putting sensors. Hey, they gearing up. They gearing up to come against these people.
That's why it's construction everywhere.
Yep.
You go on the highway, highway backed up. Like damn, so the highway been getting fixed on for 2 damn months, man.
Everywhere
Whole goddamn summer.
They reinforce it.
They reinforcing the streets so they can hold the pressure of these tanks.
Yeah, redoing all the streets.
And a lot of them, they're not building tracks no more. You know what they put? They putting wheels on them. They call them strikers.
Yeah.
They putting it's like 4 big wheels on each side.
Yeah.
And they tested them in Iraq. They tested them in that war in Iraq, man. Hey, they got drones out here that can carry guns, payloads. They got a drone out here. They ain't even gotta have nobody on it. Somebody with a screen somewhere. The drone got a gun on top of it. They can just shoot you down, man. Hey, the drone go 40 miles an hour.
Hey, they had a report. I read an article a couple years back. I wish I could find this article. It's a badass article about pretty much these motherfuckers who was the flight simulator. You know what I'm saying? He was doing the flight simulator. He gave his testimony that the flight simulator he was doing was the Twin Towers.
Okay.
And he was like, man, that shit felt so real that he flew the thing into the towers, and that it felt so real.
Right.
And come to find out, like he really did that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that was, you know what I'm saying? That he did some shit or some shit, you know? Which that shit was motherfucking blue beam anyway. That shit was fake as fuck.
Yeah.
You know? But that was testimony that it really is motherfuckers that you know that fly that fucking you know.
Hey, I seen them, man. I seen them. They got the Predator drones. Hey man, they sit somewhere in the building. They got a screen in front of them. They got this big remote, and they flying it by remote, man. You know, I seen the little drones with the they got the 50 cal on top. They got a saw on top, a 60. You know?
It's funny you say this, because when I was in high school, I played games like this, and all the stuff that you was, you know, got a little mini tank with a 50 cal in the back, you know.
Yeah.
I can see this and be like, so that's what the brother Mathati was talking about. He's like, Esau put what they hiding from you in plain sight.
And you know what?
To try to before.
That's why gaming is like a sport. Like it's a sport now. It's a competition because Esau used it to see who know how to play them real good.
Yeah,
man.
The government will come
government like, hey, I need you know how to use that real good. That's what they using it for.
They'll approach you, man.
Yeah, they
had one last week about the Call of Duty.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry, not last week, last month. Last month they had a Call of Duty one. Last month.
They do
Overseas
them
in
tournaments
Europe.
and shit so they can filter out the best guys for the job.
They can filter it out at your crib because a lot of guys play online.
That's what they do. They tally up the scores online, and the government will come and approach that guy and be like, "Hey, how would you like to work for the government?" And then they give you what the man said on Django, a ridiculous price.
Yeah.
We'll pay you 100,000, 200K a year.
Yep.
We'll pay you like the one chick. We'll give you 200,000 a year. You have a company house, a company car. You don't have to pay rent. And those people be like, 200K? Bye, mama.
That's why you got stats, man. When you play some of the games, that's why you got stats as far as like kill ratio. Some of them motherfuckers be getting 60 kills and don't even get touched.
Yep.
They really be after them, man. They really get after them.
They got what you call
that. Kill 60 mouth people and don't get touched in the whole entire game.
Yep.
I see them the ones that put on them DARPA dogs that they got them DARPas because they got guns on them.
Yep.
And they use them by remote control.
And guess what? Those remotes that they use for those drones and for those mini tanks, they look just like PlayStation remotes and Xbox remotes. They look. I actually thought it was a PlayStation remote. They had the 2 buttons on top, the two joysticks.
They got a little knob on the side.
The buttons right there.
And like the brother was saying, they actually really set it up like that and make them think that they playing a game, but they really out
killing people.
Actually killing. And the game is the thing is actually really out there doing actual combat.
They be like, the graphics are so real.
Man,
wow.
It feels so real, and it is real.
Yep.
I got some.
Okay.
It says, this is Sirach 36:5. And let them know thee, as we have known thee, that there is no power, but only thou, O Yahweh. And show new signs and make strange wonders, which is what the Lord is doing. He's showing with those different robots and his technology. He's showing new signs and strange wonders, man.
Yep.
All right. That's what the Lord is doing, man. That's the new signs and strange wonders. It says, glorify thy hand, thy right arm, which is who? Which is Yahweh Shai. Okay? It says, let them declare wonderful works, and that's what we're doing. We're declaring the wonderful works of the Lord, man. It says, make the time short, remember the covenant, let them declare thy wonderful works. It says, let him that escapeth be consumed by the rage of fire, let them that perish, that oppress the people. No, I'm gonna stop right there. Any brother have anything else? We about to shut down in a minute. We about to.
This is Ezekiel, chapter 35.
Yeah, let's get to the point, brother. Let's close up. Yeah.
But basically, okay, I'm going to start at 3. And say unto, thus say the Lord Yahweh, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. I will lay the cities waste, and they shall be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am Yahweh.
Hey, let's talk about this place, man.
Yep.
Mount Seir is where Esau dwelled. Idumea, Basra, which this is the chief place of Esau, man. So, hey, this place will be destroyed. It will be left desolate.
That's right.
If it's more to your point.
Isaiah 35:5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end, therefore, as I live, said Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee.
And everybody that's joined unto him. It's like, yeah.
No, you're right. I was going to say something similar to that.
Sit, thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
Hey, blood is going to pursue Esau. And like the brother said, hey, everyone that is joined unto him, man.
That's right.
Shall be thrust through.
That's right.
How they gonna be thrust through? Them newts.
Literally.
Gonna thrust their ass through, man. Literally. The mountains shall be melted with their blood. This government is gonna be melted with their blood.
That's right.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. With that, we're gonna give all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai.
Double honors to our apostles, that great millstone that rule with honor and diligence, and honors to you brothers on the four corners, pushing this truth, man. Love and sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom. Hey, man. Right, man.
Shalom.
Oh, sorry. Cause you know what, man?